Hey guys, HitmanXZNLR here, and just a quick heads up. I'm extremely tired, so if I sound like a robot throughout this entire thing, now you know why. So, on Twitter recently, I've been bragging about this casual deck, and I mean like legitimate casual this time, not Nissa like casual. I'm talking just normal, casual deck. It's my 4-color Tamiyo Elementals deck. And it's actually a pretty fun deck to play. Just for some reason I have this one friend that just refuses to play against this deck, just like my Grixis deck, because it runs blue. Which, that's a story for another time, but anyways, let's get right into it. Here's a lot of the creatures, basically. A lot of the creatures, the point of them are just to, like, overpower your creatures. Mana ramp, like you see with Birds of Paradise. Abyss Angel of Hope, a way to protect all your crap. Arcanus the Omnipotent, card draw, which is very important in the deck. Master of Waves, basically a way to overpower your elementals. Nissa, she's really good, especially with her ult when she becomes a planeswalker. Just, alright, I'm gonna untap these lands, these are not elementals. Bring it. Got a couple god cards, basically a way to keep your cards in your hand and top deck without penalty, pretty much. Spell Queller, pretty important card in the deck, helps out with some nasty decks. The mana base, pretty simple here. 19 lands. This deck is very green heavy, so there's a lot of green mana involved. There's not much of the other colors. Like, I think there's very little white in the deck compared to the Bant version of the deck that I used to have. So I actually might change the mana base on this deck. Planeswalkers, Chandra Flamecaller. The plus is a very great ability. The 0 is also really good if you have like just horrible cards. You just need to get rid of them. The ult I can't say I use because I mean I really don't find a use for it. So it's usually just a plus and 0. Domi Raid, overpower your creatures and just get aggressive real quick. Kiora, it's in a different language, unfortunately, on Mana Stack. I can't seem to find it in English, which just really sucks, but basically it's just a way to get creatures and get lands in your hand and tap and untap them like crazy. And just a great card overall. Tamiyo, the focus of the deck. Basically, you want to ult her as soon as possible and just recast everything. And I mean everything. Like, I've actually once with Tamiyo freecast my entire hand, and people were just like, "Oh boy, okay, I lose. Oh well, I'm gonna try anyways." Some instants, Helix and Bolt, great way to get rid of some creatures. I use them more as removal than I do burn spells against my opponent. Rewind, just a complete a-hole counterspell on my book. Alright, counterspell. Then I'm gonna untap the lands I just used to counter. Great. Scatter to the Winds. I usually cast it for its awaken cost when I can. So, you know, my lands, elemental creatures. Because again, that's kind of the point of the deck is elementals. This enchantment right here, not really that great, but it's a way to overpower your creatures, I guess. I mean, Dictate of Heliod is just meh. Oath of Nissa. If Oath of Nissa is in your opening hand, you basically already won. Because it's just, okay, Oath of Nissa, and you're guaranteed to get one of the Planeswalkers out, or if not, something like really overpowered creature or land that you're going to need. It's like, oh, okay. I win, thank you. Privileged Position. The backup plan to Avacyn, basically, if you can't get Avacyn down, this is the next best thing. I guess, I mean, yeah. Primal Command. I mean, Primal Command's in a lot of my decks that are green, so if you don't know what Primal Command is by now, I mean, sorry. Same thing with Sylvan Scrying. Everyone knows what that card is. And I kind of want to point out, a lot of stuff, as you probably have seen, are like Battle for Zendikar, North of the Gatewatch. It's more a lot elemental stuff is. Sorry. Sideboard, didn't really want to do too much with the sideboard. because when I play like a more casual deck, like a deck that I know that I'm not gonna go show off to everybody, I try not to build a sideboard. But when I have to build a sideboard because I know I'm gonna end up going somewhere like my LGS with it, then I'll build one just to be safe. So for this one, I have Avacyn Guardian Angel, just a way to protect yourself from burn decks. Bow of Nylea, not a great card if you're going against someone that has like 10,000 indestructible creatures, but it's a great card when you have to get aggressive when you can. Guy's Revenge, great card. It's helped me a lot when I had to go like extremely aggro. That was actually in the main deck before I quote unquote sideboarded it. Cough of the Hammer, just I guess another way to get aggressive. I mean, I was a little bit insane when making these deck ideas, I'll be honest with you. Leyline of Sanctity, a way to protect yourself. Mana Leak, a way to have more control against control decks, basically. I actually don't know why the card next to Xenagos, I can't even really see what the hell it's called. It's something Royal Shaper, I imagine is what it says. I don't know why that's in the sideboard either. There's not really too many instants or sorceries in the deck. This deck is very heavy on creatures. So, I mean, I kind of should get out of here. Xenagos, God of Revels. If you need to get aggressive, there you go. Zendikar Incarnate, you need to get aggressive, there you go. Zendikar Resurgent, if you need to ramp mana quicker and more efficiently, this is the best I could really come up with without going too overboard. I mean, I gave myself a budget of like $200 to $300, and I kind of succeeded in that. And I spent a little bit over 200, but whatevs, it is what it is. So yeah, that's really it for the deck. The purpose is just, with Nissa, make your lands elementals. With Tamiyo, be able to just ult her immediately, and then just start drawing cards, dig, and just play all your spells, and then just get aggressive and swing with everything next turn, and hopefully your opponent's dead. With my experience, I mean, I've never lost with this deck. Then again, I've faced the same people with this deck every time. Because, as you can imagine, a lot of people don't like changing their decks. So I'll know their decks like from the inside out. So I'll just play this deck because I know that this deck works every time. And they're like, wow, you beat me, no way. I'm like, yeah, no way, because I don't know your deck from the inside out or anything. But that's another story for another time as well. But basically, yeah, that's the deck, guys. 4-color Tamiyos, Elementals. If you have any ideas, hit me up. If you like this video, please press that giant thumbs up. That means like. Please subscribe, and I will see you all next video. Peace out.